want, what you need, you know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No giving like 5.
Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you.
Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Thug Rose at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'ma kill him. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I come through fly check, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time check and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young in the set that's doing it makeshift. Out the garage. That's how you end up in charge. That's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. That's how you start off a end up a boss. That's how you win the whole thing and live with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the sack. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked,
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that. This, that, I did. Made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middleman. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all get on, y'all label, I on my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you throw me. Around and get played by the label owners. Talk that to these Adrian Broner. But secure the window, don't let the game fool you. Cause when it's game over, it's really game over. And all they do is play the game till it's game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission. Never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the sack. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next. Last time that I checked.
It is. Won by the Wizards. Wall to Thomas. Fires the three. Can't get the bounce. Karl Anthony Towns with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Durant. To Towns. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court comes Wall. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. There it is, John Wall. Missed his first, that one goes. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
4-3, and he knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Irving with the basketball. Down 3 to Towns. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Wall with it up top. Leads just a point. There it is, John Wall. 2-4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Into the front court. It's Wall. Leads 3. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Kevin Durant lets it fly. He's looking for that touch.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, someone's been working on that one for weeks behind closed doors. That's why they call it practice.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Wall into the front court. His team up by 7. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Has a look. Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
That boy's living his best life.
Wizards have it. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Not that time.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Gortat. Here's a chance from long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Smith. Marcin Gortat pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Korver to Towns. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Can't miss those. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Wizards out in front. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
To Davis. Whoa, what a finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Durant. Bizarre shot right there. Shot's no good. Throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on the three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Can't convert the free throw. Wall across the timeline. Up by 6. Slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Nothing going here on that drive. Durant, guarded by Mahinmi. Kevin Durant. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Into the front court comes Wall. Up 6.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Deep left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Here's Wall for 2. won't go. To Irving. Beyond the arc for three. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passes.
Wide open look won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Irving. Message received. Well defended. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Wall to Anthony. Lets it fly from long range. And Carmelo Anthony. Zero hesitation as he knocks down the three. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Washington basketball. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Wall with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
To Irving. Towns. Deep right corner. Five on the shot clock. Kyrie. Deep two there. Won't go. Anthony to Wall. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Davis. Anthony Davis. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Durant. Fires the 3, and Kevin Durant unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the 3. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
From the outside, no good. To Irving. Durant. Lobs it up. That pass stolen by the Wizards. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. Wizards have the lead.
The Wizards are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking. The Wizards are up after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that.
Player of the half.
John Wall has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard.
Who was cold?
Kyrie Irving did everything but score points in the first half. I'm sure he'd like to redeem himself in the second half. But the way things have been going thus far, it's hard to believe it's going to happen. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense.
I got some for him.
To J.R. Smith. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Wizards with the basketball. To Davis. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. Karl Anthony Towns rejects it. Wall matched up with the former Wildcat. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down by 9. Irving throws it up. Now a steal by Washington.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And this guy's going to come out of this game with bruises all over his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Into the front court, it's Wall. The lead stands at 9. To Davis. And it's rebounded by Durant. Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
In an era where big centers often get devalued, Karl Anthony Towns is a true foundational player. He can function as a traditional center, but also can show you quick moves around the perimeter and knock down that three-point shot from deep.
Wizards at the controls. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. The drive right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Durant, pass to the rim. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Durant tosses. Irving to Durant. Tough make through traffic. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer, no. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Karl Anthony Towns snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening, and they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Entering the game for the Washington Wizards, number 55, Bobby Portis.
Marcin Gortat tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Ish Smith.
2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Wall. That's off the side of the rim, short. KD with the rock. He can't get past the defender. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Ish Smith. A pass stolen by the Nets. There's the toss. Now a steal by Washington. Down low to Smith. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Irving into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Here comes the screen. Irving. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one goes down. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. It's Washington with the basketball. Ish Smith, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Count the bucket for 2. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Stuffs it down with authority. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Wizards have it. .17-footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Wizards out in front. The Wizards in control of the basketball as we start the fourth. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
That's rebounded by the Nets. Into the front court, it's Irving. The deficit is 6. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes, you just got to let them play, ref.
Bobby Portis, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Durant, for 3. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here's Irving into the front court. Down 6. Fires the 3. Oh, good offense, beating good defense. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Towns. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Wall into the front court. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. The shot, almost. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To J.R. Smith. Irving. Well defended. Wall across the timeline. All even here in the fourth. Smith, offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the player's left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
Into the front court comes Wall. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall to Thomas. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Frank Kaminsky trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw's good. He finishes off the three-point play. And now it's a three-point contest. Wall with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Thomas across the timeline. His guy's down 3. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Oh, he can't connect. To Korver. Oh. Into the front court. It's Wall. His guy's now down by a point.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time to shuffle things up. Durant, down low Towns. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Washington basketball. Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Towns. Simmons with a shot. No good. To Towns. 4-3. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot. Thomas into the front court. Down 3. Davis to Thomas. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. to Van Vliet. Now an intentional foul. That'll be free throws with 20 seconds left to go.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Now the Wizards going to take the timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Nets who are victorious as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Wizards lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads. This is what the future holds for the Brooklyn Nets. This team did everything they could do. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Right now, Sam. 24 hours, cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector, don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips, bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector, don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Got a lot of chill on me. Yeah. couple M's in jewelry. Chill. I'm a rich like jet ski. Chill. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Chill. Small. Just made my flight. Pick 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. Just want to. I don't want to tell you that I'm almost. $1 million cash just laying on the floor. All this I saw me dripping. Kick it. She tripping. I'm too rich to listen. Ooh. I'm picking rain still glisten. Chill. So don't lie. Ooh. No, you can't stand it. Yeah. I ask you why. Yeah. Cut the check or buy. Yeah.
Cut the check. Bye. Foreign trips. Bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie. Cut the check. Bye. Foreign trips. Bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie. No. I ain't getting caught up with you. You should probably call your jeweler, cause none of your diamonds cold. And they supposed to be froze. Ooh. Gucci on me head to toe. If you lie to me, I gotta let you go. Club, bought a broke bag. 24, time to check. Bye. Foreign trips. Bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie. Cut the check. Bye. Foreign trips. Bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie. My lie. My lie. I love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, burn everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my. Want me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Still alive, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you I ain't got no money? Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Call me talking. Hey, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. Oh, ice went down, I'ma show them I'm in. They rich now, they put down money. All them clowns never help nothing. And they go space now when the band wagon.
The NBA playoffs have arrived as we kick it off with Game 1 in the East. The Indiana Pacers control the opening tap. McConnell to Oladipo. To McConnell. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Durant across the timeline. Just getting going here in game one. The follow won't go either. Indiana with the basketball. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Durant, guarded by T.J. Warren. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To McConnell. Trying to cash in. Wide open look won't go. To Durant. Throws it up. Oladipo into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Has a look. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 3 for 4. Good start.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Irving into the front court. 8-2 our score. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Pacers with the possession. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Fred VanVleet to Durant. Oladipo grabs the board. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Durant picked up by T.J. Warren. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana. Throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Looking good. 4 for 5. Kevin Durant with the rock. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Durant. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Oladipo into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's now 5 for 6.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, You have to like the effort your guys are giving.
To Durant. To Towns. Beyond the arc for three. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Gortat. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Oladipo into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Knocked loose. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Nets have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Irving looking for his man. The Pacers come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Kyrie Irving. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Oladipo into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Short jumper off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This is basketball 1-on-1. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Irving. Short jumper stays out.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Irving. Lobs it up. The pass stolen by Indiana. The drive right to the basket. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Gortat to Irving. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Gets to the basket and scores.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Victor Oladipo. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. To J.R. Smith. And the finish, slam dunk.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It's Indiana basketball. McConnell to Oladipo. Probing the defense. Karl Anthony Towns able to recover with the block. Karl Anthony Towns with a piece. Irving into the front court. 9-point margin. Kevin Durant. With that, he's 5 for 9. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Curling inside. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Warren, defended by Kevin Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Turner to McConnell. Tough make through traffic.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
T.J. McConnell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. First try at the line, no good. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. To J.R. Smith. Irving. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. To Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. Smith. To Durant. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Domantas Sabonis. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. The shot missed by Smith. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. T.J. Warren. He's going to get 3 shots here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Wongi from 3/4 court. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our...
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Pacers control. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
To Durant. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Screen coming. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Turner. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Kyrie Irving at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. McConnell. Whoa! What a finish!
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
Indiana with the basketball. T.J. McConnell lays it in.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
Towns to Durant. Irving to J.R. Smith. Irving. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Kevin Durant lets it fly. The shot, almost.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Durant to Towns. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Pacers with the possession. McConnell to Oladipo. Kevin Durant rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Oladipo. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. To Durant. Stuffs it down with authority.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Now whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Cleans it up. Offensive board. There you go. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Cruises inside for 2.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Oladipo into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Fires the three. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense. Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
It's Indiana basketball. Joakim Noah with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And the nice finish at the rim.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. He'll put it up at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Pacers have the lead. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Irving to Van Vliet. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Irving to Van Vliet. Miles Turner tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Pacers control. Oladipo to Turner. Probing the defense. Wide open look, won't go. To Durant. Irving. Count the bucket for 2.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Oladipo into the front court. Leads just a point. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Towns. Nothing going here on that drive. There's the toss. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let him play, ref.
Victor Oladipo. He's got 2 shots coming. He struggled so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Brooklyn's got it. Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet to Durant. Surveys the floor. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Slam dunk. Malcolm Brogdon.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Oladipo into the front court. Up 5. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Oladipo down to 1. Able to convert inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's diddling.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Durant not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. After the tie-up, let's see who can retain it. Fred VanVleet. The screen sets him up for 2. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Indiana with the basketball. Oladipo to Turner. Can't connect from inside. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys down 3. Yes, ain't a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Critical free throw that time. 3-point play, and this game is all tied up. To Oladipo. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Victor Oladipo, wide open look. He cashes in for 3.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Durant to Irving. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Irving. He engulfed him that time. Oladipo matched up with Durant. This one to the Pacers. They've